Legal intervention might finally put an end to the awful manga leak culture. It won't, let's be honest. Haikyuu's anime adaptation might be in trouble. The new Sunghoo Park project looks really promising. And is the Blue Period manga overrated? Welcome back to another episode of This Week in Anime. Make sure to subscribe.
The objective of tennis is to hit the tennis ball with the tennis racket over the net to your opponent's side of the court.
So, this week was relatively dry seasonal anime-wise. We did not get that many impressive episodes, which isn't surprising. This is the mid-season point. As such, I'll quickly go through this section. Magic and Muscles, it's quite good. It nails the gag aspect to perfection. How many protagonists have won fights by tennising their opponent? Not many, I imagine. It's so goofy, I love it. It's really fun. Speaking of fun, the wrong way to use healing magic is just that. It appeals to that primal isekai-loving part of my brain. And now they have a mascot. What more can you ask for? Solo leveling. As per usual, it's quite good. I'm glad it leans into the ins and outs of being a hunter. The early parts of the story are crucial, as they can be used to establish Sung as a likable character, one we as the audience can root for. And that's exactly what the anime is doing. Good stuff. Metallicrouge garnered a lot of attention within certain communities, but setting that initial hype aside, it's not particularly good, is it? It's like someone had an idea and that's it. They left it at that. Oh, you're a hired soldier with no free will. Oh, what's that? You have free will? Great. It's like the script is simply going through the motions. I am gradually losing interest. Props to Shangrilafrontier for animating 2D mechs 17 episodes in. The action in the newest episode was respectable, albeit broken.
I used to pray for times like this.
Manga leakers might be in trouble. So it all started when the Japanese police arrested two foreigners for allegedly uploading unreleased material from the Shonen Jump magazine onto the internet, thus violating the almighty copyright law. The stuff seized by the police included a certain name. I won't disclose who it is, but it's a prominent name within the leaker community, which set Twitter ablaze. Now, it's not my place to decide whether or not those people should have been arrested. I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. Also, I doubt they'll serve 10 years over leaked manga panels. What I can say, however, is that it's about damn time. Of course, this won't end leak culture in general, but I'm glad they're doing something about it. You can't browse Twitter for 5 minutes without getting spoiled. It's beyond annoying. Pretty much everyone breathing oxygen got spoiled of a major event from the JJK manga a few months back. Someone needs to step in and do something. A part of me hopes they get arrested. They can sit there in those cells and ponder if a modicum of internet clout was worth it. The new Haikyuu trailer looks great. The animation is amazing and the drawings look beautiful. However, the adaptation might be in trouble. The problem is the pacing. They plan on adapting the rest of the manga in 2 movies, and let's just say there are way too many chapters left. They have over 100 chapters left to adapt. This might genuinely end up being another Promised Neverland Season 2. It does make me sad. I've read the manga and it only gets better from this point on. It's utterly phenomenal, which makes the inevitably fast pacing so much more unfortunate. I hope the team proves me wrong and does the manga justice, but I don't see how they would. In other news, Sunghoo Park's Ninja Kamui keeps looking better with every trailer. The newest preview looks spectacular. The action is ridiculous. Again, Park is unmatched when it comes to close quarters combat. The art direction looks really good as well. Art director Yan Lee Gal definitely butchered that. Said he's working in-house at Park's ENH Productions and is closely interacting with the CGI director and the DOP, yielding a more coherent final product. The team is also experimenting with 3D backgrounds, and I think it looks good. It's obvious that this is the show where most of Park's attention went. His AD and Kie influence is all over the trailers. Really excited for this one. So I read a bunch of manga this week, mainly because I'm out of anime to watch. Anime that looks interesting to me, that is. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of manga as a medium. If I had to look at things, I'd rather watch an anime. If I had to read things, I'd much rather read a light novel. Manga, to me, is this weird middle ground. Regardless, let's go through some of the stuff I read. Blueperiod. Back when the anime aired, I heard the phrase bad adaptation being thrown around a lot. Apparently, the manga was much better. Well, I finally gave it a shot, and it's fine. There's nothing offensive about it. But at the same time, I wholeheartedly disagree with the immense praise this title seems to receive. People have this weird fascination with characters that are confused or intimidated by the future. And while it is realistic, Christ almighty is it boring to watch. Yatora tries to draw something, makes an overdramatic face, finds inspiration, and repeat. That's the story so far. It's definitely a bit boring and pretentious in my opinion. Just like me. Speaking of critically acclaimed manga that don't quite live up to those sky-high ratings, Konoototomare. While it is quite good, I feel like it severely overestimates how much I care about the side cast. There are a lot of characters, and for the love of all that is holy, not all of them need backstories. It slows things down to a crawl. I wish it was more focused. Again, might be a me-only problem. Kimi wa Meido-sama, a manga about a cold-hearted assassin turned maid trying to be a normal girl. And if that sounds interesting, let me tell you, that's literally all this series has to offer. The rest of it is a confused mess of rom-com cliches, haphazardly placed supernatural aspects, and unnecessarily macabre story beats. It's not very good, but it's quite wholesome for the most part. Beat in Motion was decent. I think GigUp made a video about it. So they'll probably announce a high-profile anime adaptation any day now. It's too early to judge, but I like the direction the story is headed in. It's about an aspiring musician and a reluctant animator, both of whom struggle in their own ways. It's quite interesting. One complaint though, the visual symbolisms in the manga are a bit too on the nose. It feels like the mangaka is trying way too hard. Regardless, it's a good read. Goddess Cafeteris. It's an ecchi manga that can give the Jujutsukaisen fanbase a run for their money when it comes to flip-flopping between two things. It's a heartfelt drama in one chapter and an over-the-top fanservice fest in another. It's genuinely schizophrenic and I don't know what to think. It's fascinating. And that just about does it. Besides the stuff about the leaks, this was an uneventful week. But still, these videos are fun to make, so I'll continue. That's about it. Did you like this video? Check out this other bit of content on screen if you did. Make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time.